Welcome, welcome, welcome to Papastache. Now, if that doesn't pump you up, you're dead. But this is a request from the zone below. We're going to do 1990 to like 2005 era. Tons of tunes, whether it's rock with electric or acoustic or whatever. Awesome era of music. So we're going to do like 100 tunes from this era. So request down below. That would be awesome. This, without a doubt, is one of my favorite bands for sure in this era. They're just amazing. So let's zoom in for a closer look and learn the tune. All right, so tune your whole guitar down a half step to play, with the album, which is what we like to do because it's fun. Now, I'm going to kind of condense the timing, right, because it's kind of the spacing in between the little parts is, kind of goes on for a while. So, in the essence of time-saving capabilities, shorten down. All right, so we're going to start with harmonics. Now, what I'm going to do is you can do two things. You can set your amp up really gainy and bring the volume knob down and then just crank it up when the song comes in, or set the amp kind of clean with a little bit of dirt and then kick on a drive. Whatever strikes your fancy, right? So the beginning starts off with harmonics. Oops, got to hit the right ones. Here we go. All right, now like I said, it's going to be longer time-wise than that, but that's what it's going to be. So we're going to go E to A, E to A again, and then we're going to go... You're basically going to catch the bottom part of an A chord. So it's a harmonic. If you've never done one, you go directly over the fret bar. You do not press down on it. You just touch it, and you get a sound like, they're all over. Okay, so literally over the 12th fret, just touch it. And then we're going to go and we're going to catch the 5th fret of the B and the 6th fret of the G. Now, from that point on, we're going to do a little riff that's a hammer-on riff. So you're going to actually be barring the 4th fret, D, and G. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to bar both of those strings, but you're going to hammer on to the 6th fret of the G. Okay, so what we did there is we hammer, then we're going to go to 4 and 4, and then what I'm going to do is now I'm going to put my second finger on the D string 5th fret, and we're still going to let the 4th fret of the G ring out. Okay, we're going to actually pick it like that, so. Okay, so the next part is a slide, and all we're doing is we're sliding up to the 5th fret. Then we're going to hit the 4th fret of the G, and then we're going to hit the 5th fret of the B. So it's 5D, 4G, 5D. Right now it's going to carry on with that sequence for a little bit. Again, the timing's a little bit longer than that. The next time through, it's going to start here. But it's going to go down to the lower octave. Now, the spacing on the frets is going to be a little bit different because the B string is at a different interval. So now when we're up here, it's going to be 3rd fret E, 2nd fret A, 2nd fret D. And then literally the exact same thing down an octave lower. So now we're going to be barring the 2nd fret E and A and hammering onto the A string 4th fret. Same riff, right? Just down an octave lower. Now from there we go into a chorus. So that's going to last, you know, there's going to be, it's going to go on by itself. We got the bass going on in the beginning when we do the, right? Then it's going to have this riff, right? And then it's going to come into a verse and we're going to play that riff, right? Back and forth. We're going to do this part and then down to the lower part. Once you get to the lower part, that's going to be where it segues into the chorus. So let's go over that. All right, so let's break this down. We're going to start off with a B chord, but we're going to actually have an open A string and then hammer into the chord. It's going to sound like this. So what I've done is I fretted the 4th string, 4th fret, and then I had an open A, and I just hammer on to the 2nd fret of the A string. Okay, so we got... And that's going to be what the picking pattern is like as well. So we got... One more time. And then that's going to get us into a G chord. I'm just going to do the old rock and roll G where it's all on the 3rd fret. We got our 2nd finger muting out the A string. But other than that, everything else is on the 3rd fret. B and E string as well, and then we have an open D and G. An awesome sounding G chord. So now the G again. I would say it, but chances are I'm not going to be able to say it and play it at the same time. All right, so I'm just going to break it down slow. So all up to speed. That isn't a quick punch in the face before the end of the song. I mean, that is just awesome. So, coming out of the chorus, right, we've already done the solo, all that other stuff, or I haven't done the solo, but if you want to see that, let me know. Anyways, coming out, you know the chorus, then we're going to go into a D chord. And then we're going to go to is affectionately dubbed as the Hendrix chord. So we're going to go 5th fret A, 4th fret D, 5th fret G, 6th fret B. Then we're just going to do down, up, down. Okay, so we got... And then hit it one more time on a downstroke before you're going to go to the A flat power chord, then to a G chord. Right? So... Now we're going to go just a power chord. Here's the progression or the pick application. One more time. Same thing on the G chord. And then we're going to go down to an E5 chord, and we're going to do what's really similar to like a blues progression. Right? So the fingering is going to be identical to if you've done, you know, the full 1-4-5 blues progression, which I think everybody that's ever played guitar has, right? So we're going to do an E chord. We're only worried about the top 2 strings, and we're going to use our first finger for the 2nd fret, our 3rd finger for the 4th fret A, and our 4th finger for the 5th fret A. Keep in mind, we're always going to be hitting this low E string, too. Okay? Now, it's going to start off 2 downstrokes. And then we're going to go. Okay, so what I did is I added my 4th finger for just 1 stroke. So we got. Okay? And then. Okay, so that's the next part. So we got. And then we're going to go. So that's going to go 2, 4, 2, open. Okay, so all together. In context. Just end the song by hitting our Hendrix chord 5 times, and it goes right along with the words of the song. So again, you know, break all those parts down slowly. This end part is really the only tricky part, right? The other stuff's just kind of getting that rhythm down. Now, it doesn't have to be exact, right? I mean, you know, you see bands play live, everything's altered a little bit. Everything always isn't as precise as, you know, we'd like it to be, or played repetitiously over and over. So that is the basic gist of the song. Again, the timing's quicker, right? My version that I did is a lot faster than the album, so it's going to be slower and, you know, probably easier to play when you play along with the track. Yes! Way to go! See, I told you that song is sick. The band is sick. Just awesome tunes, just all over the place. Anyways, request link below. That was a request from the request zone. Overwhelming last couple bands. People just want to know tons of these tunes. So if you got an idea from 1990 to 2005, by all means let me know. It doesn't have to be electric. It can be acoustic. There's tons of awesome tender songs as well. And I'm not biased. I'll do both. But anyways, if you like what you see, by all means spread the word. The goal is a giant guitar happy playing planet where we drop songs on other nations. Because that's even better. I mean, what's better than rocking out with your bros around the world? As always, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for your support. We'll catch you next time.